Hi, this is part 2 of me trying to find a way to scroll beyond the boundaries of the level. I didn't quite get the correct result last video that I made about that. So I'm trying a different approach now because I've studied this somewhat on the internet, and it seems that the length of the stage is loaded when the stage begins, and the scrolling stops when the end is reached. So there doesn't seem to be an object, which I thought. Because of this, I can simply search for when the length of the stage is loaded. But first I have to find the address which describes the length of the stage. So I'm going to want to have the addresses that is responsible for the scrolling and not only the exposition, because it's the amount of, what could you call it, pages that defines the length of the screen, not the actual x coordinate. So I'll just clear change counts, walk around here. I can jump just to get rid of some addresses that might exist otherwise, and it should still be equal to 0. There are of course other ways to do this. You could have greater than and previous value and stuff, but I find this very easy, and sometimes the values don't behave as you expect, so I find that this is the easiest or best way. Okay, so next I'm going to get it scrolling a little bit greater than 0 changes now. And as you can see, now one of these are going to be the scrolling, probably 56 or 6F perhaps, the scroll position. Let's see. Yeah, we also have 04 for A. And as you can see, that isn't doing as expected. It's counting backwards when it goes forward. So I would have missed that one. So there are some addresses which isn't caught in this list, and that's the number of pages, because I haven't when one of these wraps around, it has to keep track of what page, the number of times it has wrapped around, so it can have a definite position in the stage. So that's really what I'm looking for. But to find that, I have to know when it wraps around and then search for changes. So what I can do, I can look at 0056, where it is written to, and so yeah, it should perhaps after this check if it has gone beyond the boundaries, I guess. So I'll take a read and check. and E0. Compare 0066. Which is 20, and if it's equal, then it goes to D330. D330 goes here. Set carry, subtract, store A. What could this be? I mean, I could just try out disabling this somehow. I just load this D335, and it was 85, and I'll have it to A5, which is load. And I'll see what happens. Okay. So it has to do with objects, I guess. Let's see. Maybe we should just do like this. And just check if there is a variable that is counted when he... Yeah, maybe it's 0059, but it seems to count too fast. Let's look here. Maybe that one. Yeah, I think I got it here. This wraps around. One, then two, maybe this is the amount of screens. Let's see. 0071. I could just add the sheet and have that to 3. Okay, first back. Haha, yeah, that's it. And now it's a screen further away. But as you can also see, and this was what I suspected, is that the graphics, well, this is an earlier portion of the stage. It isn't really representing what would be here if the level was loaded accurately. But this could have, there could be a reason for that. Which is that when normally I go through the door, the next room is loaded. And since the next room isn't loaded, it just reuses some graphics. It doesn't load anything. That's my take on it. I don't know if it's correct. But that explains why I had so much difficulty before. It's simply that the scrolling was correct, but I just can't use it to find unexplored areas, because as you can see, you don't get to the room which actually is beyond this door, which like CastleVania, you would get to the actual room which was beyond the door when you got beyond the screen, or beyond the scrolling, the end of the scrolling. We can of course disable this and it will revert to the 2 screens and go through the door. And now this is 0 because this is a single room, but I can have it to 3 either way. And as you can see, it just reuses the graphics or the layout that already was there. I also learned that, if I'm not mistaken, there's a set amount of objects defined for each level or each portion of the level. And because of that, it will basically be misaligned beyond here. So perhaps just garbage or something, I don't know. At least the stairs doesn't work beyond here, but it does work within this room. So that's, I guess, the end of it, because I can't use this for anything. So if I wanted to explore this game, I would just use the walk through walls code and okay, this was a bit interesting. Now as I died, it perhaps loaded more than I loaded something else here. Yeah, I should perhaps try that. I don't know if I should make a Game Genie code. I could. If I read this 0071. No, it breaks when it reads this. Yeah, compare. Branch not 0. Let's see. There's 70. Okay, I'm going from here. Does it read this each step it scrolls? I guess it does. Compared to 0057, which is 0. That's probably the amount of screens as well. I didn't catch it before. But yeah, this is probably the amount of screens as well. Yeah, it is. Yeah, that means that I can just compare to, if it is equal, then it's the end of the screen. So 8757, 8757, 0A, 00, then it won't get there when they are equal when it reaches the screen, but we'll continue here. And I guess that should be the only thing I need to do. Yeah, then it stops there. So yeah, this was probably what I did before in the last video. So it requires still 2 codes. And I can just use those that I found if I want to see if there's anything beyond, but I think I will explore this game differently. It's a much bigger game as well than the first CastleVania game. But at least we learned how the scrolling works and why it stops scrolling here. And yeah, I'll make a exploration video of this game sometime. I don't know when. Thanks for watching.